I've seen in DC, and so have a floor plan that I saw in your base camp. I want to say that also had
garage under, Kevin. You did it for the Fairfax.
It's a different plan. Of sorts. The real, excuse me, the real quick, just getting the lines to show you here roughly what these lines are going to look like. On a totally flat lot that sits about 2 feet up, where the garage door's literally, here's a larger garage for the upstairs, and then all of a sudden we got the cars to go with the double door. For a lack of a better, wow. Seriously? If we put the garage on this side and had it on the lower side of the lot to finish it out, just mentally thinking of the garage over here.
Mhm.
How easy that was. I should have told you an hour ago. Whenever Rob and I first talked about it, a little bit earlier, I said that right side would be higher. So that a lot over here. So there's going to be some pros and cons. But I don't know if daylight in the basement is but what I'm about to do, I just flip this. Something like this. This is the floor. When we come over here, and I'm cheating. Was it the SD floor plan? It was an SD floor plan. In my wall, your main house.
Okay.
Okay. So the main house. This is just too. It kills the violence. I don't know.
I'm not listening to you, so just keep going.
It's. This carriage house can have gables. They actually need gables, and it cannot be a hill. Because what we're doing is we're going to come in here 4 feet, which I think I planned, in the studio. And why am I doing this first? I'm doing this first because this is easy. Like, I already know all this. When we get to the other part, the hard part, I don't really know what I'm doing. And you know, when I talked about like slope ceilings is where we get into the. Yeah.
Oh, so the house would have 9-foot ceilings, is what you're saying?
So, yeah. Because it drops the floor, because I put the garage on the lower side of the site, right?
Okay.
Now the windows over here can be dropped. Where
Your parents will never want to leave.
I know.
do you see this here? It's like story and a half. So that means that these shows us 7 feet. Most likely, probably we're going to need a lot lower this for insulation and all that. 6 or 7 feet high there.
Okay.
And it also means that we could have then 32 by, let's try 66. So a couple of windows sitting here. Now, if this is our kitchen, oops. Swift off of say there's got to be a window, snow windows, which is a little bit more French. Precise about this, so I'm just like this sketching of sorts. You said earlier I'm not sure. Those are
No, that is not part of actual shutters. It's the
sometimes there's a little bit windows. are high because we have a kitchen here. So that's kind of, what was that one? Small, please. I go smaller. To meet it. It's just a little crowded right here. That means it's a little bit interesting. So we can debate that for a good little bit. But it's starting to kind of say, say if we just denote and then the like, or so I'm taking that off. So see, what if this drop here? So
9 on the top.
Okay.
Allow us to go back to our plus or minus. This is the root. Left, right, front, up and fine to move it over. And again, we got lots of between the bedroom,
Okay.
but in a more French country, like maybe these. Yeah, this roof is not going to connect with this roof back here. That's too bad. What historically would happen is that they try to get this roof to roof. Seriously. And then this are, if you will, and sometimes this is literally a dormer. This roof that starts here goes, as we think the 3D world of it, which is like a little bit down the road, we'll start taking it all in 3D and modeling it, and looking at our side, backwards, downside, twisting it all around. This becomes a little bit more of a shed dormer. Like here. The other question.
That upper roof has to be that high, that upper next line up.
Here?
Is that right?
If anything, I could get first feet. And right now, it's I don't know how I feel about that. And this is where it's just hard to do this all in 5 minutes because this is like. And then this roof, typically would like do this as like the four gable inside of this. That's right. Yeah. Okay. And again, I'm not sure exactly how wide I have this. Potentially here for the dining room. This is where if you're doing French country, or something like here. I don't know. And sort of actual details here. And this is your bathroom over here for this bathroom. And it, believe it or not, could pretty much toilet, but it could have a window started to here. So that's really not going to happen. She started doing something like this. And even then, it's not really going to happen. But I don't think this helps at all. If it was over here and or possibly centered with me, and so don't tell this finish an elevation, and I'll put the window here, and I know it will work. I just because we'll redesign the whole upstairs just to get this window here, but that would take another 4 or 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
But for today, I might leave this here just as a goal of like, how do we get a window here? Now you could put them. It would just be we would want to do this all in like PVC. I'd say, it's a window that if you have your shower head over here, chances are you're not going to get a lot of water And so we can do it all out of tile and plastic or PVC, right? And Rob, that's great. And the last time we did that, so the window has to be all in the shower or all out of the shower, right?
Kevin, you know which house we did that on?
I almost remember it.
I have many pictures of it, and it looked perfectly fine, actually.
The shower rod that goes into the window.
See that, but the window is perfect. It held up. How does that look?
Oh, that looks great. Yeah. Yeah. No, it.
Kevin,
Is that a good holy cow, Rob?
yeah, oh my God. Now, just what's the width? So if this lot probably not going to work, we know what we have here.
This would be the powder, your butler's pantry. Would want to get some daylight in.
Okay.
The width of the
Added equal here. I'm almost, just because we have some windows doesn't mean that we need shutters on all the windows. And do whatever you want, right? And then have those in the dining room. And then we come in and we add some trim around. Sorry, Rob, I'm almost going to get to your question on that.
but it's brick. Kevin.
It's brick. This is brick.
Yeah.
You're right. What do I know?
We could do some like wider trim here, some shutters over here, details on this. There's going to be trim underneath the overhangs. Yeah, you need like a chimney with a fire with like. Doesn't your blog mean that pizza oven? I don't know. So it's like tweaking this roof. You know what I mean by this roof here, and we could do that, and then just drop this right back down again to high or something. So, right?
Okay.
So Rob, to answer your question, with that 2-foot bump out just in the study, it's 67 and a half feet.
67. Okay.
And again, we can manipulate the garage a little bit smaller, redesign the studio, shave a foot or two off here or there. The easier to squish this will be 12 by 12, and the bathroom has to fit and all, right? So
It's 65 to 68 feet wide. Is that right?
yes.
Right.
Okay. So what kind of, like, acre-wise, what type of, because I see all these on the MLS and whatnot that are like square footage.
It's not a function of the acreage, it's a function of the width. You could have
The width, okay.
You could have a corner lot that's 8,000 feet that gets you that width.
What's a quarter? What was a quarter of an acre? What are my
Under 10,000.
Get that corner one on Vienna. So that's why this is really good. So we'll get a base price. Then we could do what if it's bigger, what if it's smaller, it could be a completely different house as we look at different lots. So we have your ingredients.
The side yard setback and rear setback, and it could be very, very nice.